p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Palm Coast, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, Grinnell, Marineland, and Beverly Beach. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Serving Daytona Beach and Flagler, Florida. High current risk now in effect through Friday afternoon. What? From St. Augustine to Flagler Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was located near Palm Coast, moving southeast at 25 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots, or greater and small hail. Source, radar. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Beverly Beach, Marineland, and Palm Coast. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather
Anything but an SVR for the 1 year
Your vessel is caught offshore, immediately secure for heavy weather. Ensure all crew members are wearing USCG-approved Type R life jackets and non-essential crew are below decks. Deploy jack lines and harnesses if available. Check life-saving equipment, including batteries on handheld radios, for readiness. Special weather. Hill, Ormond by the Sea, and Daytona Beach shores. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Locations impacted include Fort Orange, New Smyrna Beach, Edgewater, Oak Hill, and Bethune Beach. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Special Marine warning. County in East Central Florida until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Ormond by the Sea, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Daytona Beach, Ormond Beach, Holly Hill, Ormond by the Sea, and Ormond Beach Airport. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Special Marine warning. Locations impacted include Wilbur by the Sea, County in East Central Florida, southeastern Volusia County in East Central Florida, until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:41 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Lake Town or near Oak Hill, moving south at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Titusville, New Smyrna Beach, Edgewater, Oak Hill, and Mims. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Frequent cloud-to-ground lightning is also occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Remember, lightning can strike beyond 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. Special Marine warning. The National Weather Service in Melbourne has issued a special marine warning for Flagler Beach to Volusia Beach. County, line 0 to 20 nautical miles, Volusia Brevard County, line to Sebastian, inlet 0 to 20 nautical miles, until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was located near Lake Town or near Scottsmore, moving south at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts to nearly 50 knots and small hail. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, sudden high waves, lightning and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Return to safe harbor if possible. Locations impacted include Scottsmore, Mims, Turnbull, Light Range, and Bellwood. Special Marine warning for coastal waters from St. Augustine to Flagler Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was located 9 nautical miles east of Palm Coast, moving southeast at 15 knots.
SPS Polaco.
Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots, or greater and small hail. Source, radar. Impact, this storm. Move indoors immediately. Remember, lightning can strike beyond 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. Special marine warning. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, Port Canaveral, Orlando Beach, and Merritt Island. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Excessive clouds around lightning is also occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Remember, lightning can strike beyond 10 miles away from a thunderstorm.